Hello, everybody, and welcome along to the Newport County versus Manchester United FA Cup preview. Yes, Manchester United is back. The FA Cup is back, and I'm actually looking forward to having football back. And look, listen, hopefully Manchester United, don't ruin our weekend like they have in recent weeks. But look, how are we all feeling for this upcoming game? Are we confident? Are we nervous? I mean, look. It's going to be an interesting game. Again, we hope Manchester United can get the win. We should get the win, truthfully speaking. But look, it's going to be a very, very good game. And again, please, before we get stuck into the video, like the video if you haven't already. Comment your predictions. Comment your thoughts for the game. Doesn't matter who you support. Comment. And please hit that bigger subscribe button. Hit the notification bell beside that to get notified every time we go live or publish a video. This is a pre-recorded video as per. And you know what? Like I said, I'm actually looking forward to this game. And it's funny because a few minutes before I pressed the record button, I was like, Manchester United's back. It's just so nice to come on a show and actually just do a show without being pissed off. But look, I do expect us to win on Sunday against Newport County. Again, as you can see beside me, the game kicks off at 4:30. So we'll be live 15 minutes beforehand at 4:15 p.m. So join me for that. And we'll go through team news, build up, all that good stuff. And go through the other fixtures that happened over the weekend as well. There's a few decent FA Cup games, so hopefully a few of the big dogs get knocked out. Hopefully Manchester United aren't one of them as well. And look, listen, we'll start off with Manchester United's form. So our last 5 games. So we lost 2-0 against West Ham in the Premier League. We beat Aston Villa 3-2 in the Premier League. We lost 2-1 against Nottingham Forest in the Premier League. We beat Wigan 2-0 in the FA Cup. This is the reason why we're here. So our run so far is beating Wigan and we're here. And we drew 2-2 against Spurs in the Premier League. That was the kind of the final game before the week off. Now that, if I correct, that's 2 wins, 1 draw and 3 losses. So we have more losses than wins. Look, Manchester United's problem this season has been, they've been consistency. They've been inconsistent. They haven't been consistent. And that's been our big problem. I mean, you look at it there. We lose again. We'll take the West Ham game over. Beat Aston Villa, lose against Forest. Beat Wigan, draw against Tottenham. There's inconsistency there. And look, maybe we beat Newport, lose against Wolves. I hope we can actually build a good run, because when Manchester United look like they're going to build a good run, we don't. You say we win 2 games in a row. We're like, okay, we can build a good run here, and then we're back down to reality. And look, listen, it's not great. It's a big problem, and it's not one of the biggest problems, but it's probably up there. But probably one of my biggest problems so far this season, in all competition. Truthfully speaking, from the very first game of the Premier League. You can get away with the bad performances in pre-season. You just hope it's down to rustiness and all that. But it's a big issue for Manchester United. And like I said, I hope it's something that is solved very, very soon. Because inconsistency can get the manager sacked. It really, really can. And listen, I don't want Ten Hag to get sacked. You know that. If you don't know that, you know it now. And you know what? I expect Ten Hag to actually go strong in this game. I'm expecting him to put out the big team. I'm not expecting to see, a Campbell. I'm not expecting to see Pulisic probably be out on loan. I'm not expecting. Ahmad. I wouldn't mind seeing us play Ahmad. But I think, again, let's be honest, Manchester United's depth at the moment it's very thin, so we kind of have no choice, and we kind of don't have the freedom to rotate, like, your Man City's, your Liverpool's, even your Arsenal. See, we can't do that. So the way our team is at the moment and the way the depth is, it's poor. So it's pretty much, what you see, what we have is what you're going to get. There's not going to be a different team. I did obviously Ten Hag kind of confirmed that boy in there will start, which is good to see. I mean, look, supposedly he was going to start even if Andrew Onana's country got knocked out, which is Cameroon in the AFCON, but they're still in it. But look, I actually hope Bayender has a good game. I'm actually looking forward to seeing him start. Again, it is only Newport at the end of the day, and no disrespect to Newport by any stretch, but I just think that it's going to be a game, unless we lose or draw, you can't really analyse and you can't really take bits from it. But maybe it is a game that we get a few goals in the back of the net against Newport and build a bit of momentum, because we need to build some momentum. Start off with beating Newport, then we travel away to Wolves. It's going to be a tough game. Consistency, build momentum. This game against Newport is probably going to be our easiest game. It's probably our easiest game in January. It's the last game in January, I think. So I do expect us to go strong. And again, will we build momentum? I don't know. And again, Manchester United this season, the football is not simple. We're not seeing a style of play. The football, like I said, is not simple. And look, it's definitely one of our big issues. It really, really is. One of Manchester United's big issues is the football. We don't do the simple thing. When we do the simple thing, we actually put the ball in the back of the net. When we overcomplicate things, things go wrong, and then we don't get anything from the game. And Ten Hag should do the simple thing. Manchester United can't afford not. Again, some teams don't do the simple thing, but they can afford to do the simple thing. We don't do the simple ball, a simple run, a simple pass, a simple shot. If we're on the edge of the box and there's a good opportunity to shoot, we pass. The football isn't simple ball. It's not basic stuff. It's more like, schoolboy stuff. And when the ball gets up to one corner, everyone can pause in one corner. You know what I mean? That's not the simple thing. The simple thing is, we've seen it a few times. Pass the ball, take shots with the ball into the box. That's it's not hard. And against Newport, you can afford to do that. You really, really can afford to do that. And it does annoy me I always keep saying, and I'll say it again, simple football and gain control. We can't gain control and we can't play simple football. That's our two biggest issues. Simple football and control. I expect us to have a lot of control in this game just because it's Newport. But we don't gain it for a whole lot long. I wouldn't be surprised if Newport have, say, 5 or even maybe 10-minute kind of spell where they look like you can put the ball in the back of the net. I don't know. They may. It won't be easy for them. But Manchester United just don't do it. They just don't do it. And again, I look at this game and I think a big win is needed. I think a big 4-3, 4-5-0 win is needed for a bit of confidence. Against Wigan, we couldn't find the back. We our midfielder and right back found the back of the net, which was Bruno from a penalty, and Dallow in the first half, which was a good goal in all honesty. I want to see a Rashford score. I want to see Hoyland scoring, Garnacho scoring, Anthony scoring if he plays. I want to see Bruno scoring, in fact. I want to see a bit of confidence and I want to see a big win. We may not get it. Maybe Newport probably will be very defensive. But I just feel like gain control and simple football. And again, like I said, I do expect Ten Hag to go very, 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 very strong in this game. You might see 1 or 2 changes, but it won't be, heavy, a big, heavy rotation, if you get me. Again, you may see Camboala start. But I'll be very surprised. You may see Martinez and Rafael Varane, and I'm not sure that Luke Shaw's fit and available for this game. That goes with Harry Maguire as well. I hope Ahmad is back. I imagine he should be back for this game, no doubt. Nice amount, obviously. I think he's trying to be back for the game against Wolves next weekend, so we'll see what happens there. But look, it's going to be a very, very interesting game. And look, it's pretty simple. How can Manchester United beat Newport? Simple football. Gain control, which we should gain control. Like I said, even though we're not playing great this season and performances haven't been brilliant, we should gain control. I also want us to, run at them with pace and, again, get that ball into the box and try and test out that keeper, because we do have, like, as much as some people would not think, there's like, when do have quality on that team. You have, when you look at our team, you look at, you should be looking at Rashford and Anthony thinking, whoa, that goes the same with Bruno. Rasmus may be the same. Martinez, Varane, Shaw, Dalot, that should be it. But it's not a lot of quality like the other team in the Premier League, the top teams. When I mean by top, I mean teams who are in the top four at this moment in time. We cannot do that. And that's how, again, beating Newport, I don't want to sit here and sound cocky, but it shouldn't be hard. But we have to do the simple thing and gain control and make sure that midfield is as tight as anything. I mean, you look at Newport County, they're 14th in League 2 with 37 points. Manchester United are actually 8th in the Premier League with 32 points. You look at Newport's previous 5. They drew 1-1 against Sutton United, They drew 1-1 against Eastleigh in the FA Cup when they played through the fourth time round. They beat Doncaster 1-0. They then beat Eastleigh 3-1 in the FA Cup replay, and they beat Newport. They beat Wrexham 1-0. So their previous 5 is 3 wins, 2 draws, and 0 losses. Newport are coming into this game, again, you look at the teams they're playing, but they're coming into this game and they're thinking, right, let's just see what we can do. Let's play our football. We haven't lost our previous 5 games. Let's try. They probably will try and give Manchester United a game. Their fans are definitely going to be up for, Manchester United come to town. But again, will the players be up? The players obviously be up for? Everyone's going to be up for Manchester United coming to town. But Newport probably won't fancy their chances. They probably hope for an FA Cup miracle. Because look, there's been plenty of FA Cup, shocks in the past, and that's not that doesn't stop it from happening on Sunday either. How can Newport beat Man United? We maybe have to have a poor game, but if they can nick a goal or whatever, or look like a threat, they may. But I feel like Newport are going to be very defensive and kind of sit back and try and beat us in the counter attack. They probably have a lot of men forward either in case it's overturned. So I do expect them to be very, very defensive against Manchester United, and I do expect us to win, like I said. But again, I feel like the players are going to win. They're going to be hyped. That goes same with the fans as well, and they're going to hope for a win. They're at home. They're going to want to beat Manchester United. It doesn't matter what Manchester United, how I've performed so far this season. You want to beat Manchester United. You want to knock them out, and it'd be big if Newport did knock us out of the FA Cup. I'm sure a lot of Newport fans are being actually optimistic, thinking, what? Let's try and nick a draw. Let's try and nick a 1-1 draw. Let's go for it. But will it happen? I don't know. Manchester United this season, it's hard to know what to expect from them. It actually is hard to expect what to expect from Manchester United. But come on, Newport, more likely, probably, some we're lucky to be actually playing Newport, because if it was anyone else, again, a Premier League team, we probably wouldn't be winning, depending on who it is. But look, it's a win, and it's a win for a bit of momentum as well. And again, it is going to be an interesting game. It's as much as I can sit here and say, oh yeah, we're going to do this and we're going to do that. It's easy. Listen, I always say things like that are easier said than done. They are. There's no doubt about it. But like I said, I imagine Rashford will play. I imagine Garnacho will play. I imagine, Hoyland's our only strike at the moment, so you'd imagine he'd play. You'd imagine Bruno, who's obviously captain, he really gets dropped, to play. Will Luke Shaw play? Is he is Luke Shaw, fit and ready to play? Ten Hag may want to just, have him out for this game. But look, please let us know your predictions in the chat below. It'll be much, much appreciated. I'm going to go through my predicted 11 actually. And again, Newport's top goal scorer is a lad going down by Evans with 15 goals. So, man to look out for. So, my predicted 11 is this. I said we'd go strong. On I'm going to say what I said. I think it'll be Bayern in there. I'm actually looking forward to seeing Bayern there, and hopefully he has a good game for Manchester United. I think it'd be Dalot left back and Wan-Bissaka right back. I just don't think Shaw be available. He may be on the bench, but I doubt we'll start them. I hope we do, but I just think that's how it'll be. Wan-Bissaka right back. Then I think we'll see Martinez have his first start for Manchester United since the game against Arsenal. Obviously, he came on in the last half hour, 20 minutes against Tottenham in the 2-2 draw. Again, I think it'd be Rafael Varane as well. And maybe Johnny Evans, you'd be interested to see, but I wouldn't mind just seeing out that back five even. I wouldn't mind seeing that. I do think also Casemiro will start and Kobe Mainoo, that double pivot, which you want to see. I think Ten Hag. This is a game that Ten Hag should also be experimenting things. Like play Casemiro and Mainoo, play Martinez and Varane. The spine is going to be very, very important. It is. The spine is crucial. But have that double pivot of Casemiro and Mainoo, what we've wanted to see. Let us see it. Then I think it'll be Bruno Fernandes. Like I said, his captain really gets dropped. Even if he wasn't captain, I still don't think we'd drop him because Haddad was out alone. And no one else really played Cam. Unless Mount, but he's injured, obviously. Then Rashford on the left, Garnacho on the right, and again, Højlund's our only striker, so I think it'll be him up top. Again, Anthony may start, Ahmad may start, but I just think Ten Hag want to go strong, get a win, get the game done, maybe rotate at half time. My score prediction: 3-0 win to Manchester United. Yep, I'm going with a 3-0 win to Manchester United. I'm backing the boys. The goal scorers, I didn't really think about this. I think it'll be Bruno, Garnacho, and Rashford. I think that'll be it. Something tells me Højlund's going to score, though. Something tells me Højlund's going to put the ball at the back in there. You know, my gut is saying Højlund. So I'm going to go Garnacho, Bruno, and Højlund. That's what I'm going to go. Garnacho, Bruno, Højlund. That's what I'm going to go. Manchester United, Newport 0, Manchester United 3. We progress to the next round. Fingers crossed. But like I said at the start of the video, there will be a watch long at 4:15 p.m., 15 minutes before the game. Please join me for that. Be much, much appreciated. But please let us know your score predictions in the chat. And while you're there, if you haven't already, like the video, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Please follow all our socials, links in the description. And we'll speak to you all on the next one. Thanks for watching. Come on, United.